Well, it seems I've lost my job. I guess it's time to hustle. I'm taking really, really long, pointless flights. Hey guys, today is essentially day one of just plain time building, I suppose. As I mentioned in the intro, my job went away, and I've been hoping to make a run at the airlines, and so maybe this is the perfect time. I'm lacking about a little over 200 hours to get to the 1500 that's required for most airlines. And my plan had been to just work towards that number and hope maybe by the end of the year, first quarter of next year, to make my transition out of working corporate IT. But with my job going away, I think I can hustle and make this happen significantly quicker. So I'm going to see if I can't knock this out in about a month or two. But today we are flying from Northwest Regional in North Texas to St. Augustine, Florida, for the sole purpose of meeting Spencer Suderman for lunch, and then I'm going to turn around and fly home. So somewhere between 10 and 12 hours flight to have lunch with my buddy Spencer. And if you don't remember, he's the crazy guy who does the inverted flat spins and all that kind of crazy stuff. So let's hop in the Comanche and let's fly to Florida. This series of videos wouldn't be possible without the support from Bots Brigade 7-3 Romeo. I'll talk more about what they do later in the video, but these two incredible people make amazing things happen, and they're using aviation to get it done.
All right, our run-up is complete. Everything looks good. We're Northwest Regional. Last check. Doors locked, doors secure, flaps up, trim set, mixture full, fuel pump on. Gauges are set. We're going to depart to the north, and then we're going to go to the east and go get some really cheap fuel. $3.80 a gallon at Rusk County. Arrow Valley traffic, Comanche 7420 Papa is departing runway 35. We'll be departing to the north, Arrow Valley. Let's go to Florida. Alright, there's full power. Heels are on the floor. Positive ready to climb, gears coming up.
The first leg of the trip was to get to a fuel stop at an airport which had the cheapest gas prices in the country at the time. It was early morning, so it was smooth, it was cool. These early morning flights are amazing. It tends to be calm, and watching the sunrise just makes it that much better.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Rusk County traffic, Comanche 7420 Papa is turning left base, 17, full stop, Rusk County.
Alright, so we're down in Rusk County, which is southeast of the Dallas Metroplex, about 40 minutes. And the cool thing about just flying aimlessly to build time is you kind of just go wherever the cheap fuel is. I don't have to be anywhere. And so check this out. That is pretty unheard of. If you ever go to an airport and they've got fuel and the price starts with a 3, you fill all the tanks all the way up. So we're gonna take, we're gonna have 90 gallons with us when we take off. So we're gonna fill up and then nonstop to St. Augustine to go have lunch with Spencer.
Fuel pump's on, mixture's rich, prop. Everything looks good. All right, now we're taking off from Rush County, and we're going to head to St. Augustine, Florida. Have lunch with Spencer, and then turn around and come back to Texas. This is the most inefficient flight ever. All right.
Many hours later.
My ground speed was pretty awesome, but it's hard to get excited about a 60-knot tailwind when you know you're going to be fighting it in a couple of hours.
All right, I'm going to start my descent into Jacksonville. It is 15 gusting 34. Very little interest in the rest of this flight.
2130 Romeo Jax, ident, altimeter is 2983, maintain at or below 2,500 televised.
At or below 2,500 televised.
The image stabilization on the camera hides it a little bit, but the turbulence was pretty rough.
Oh my God. I see the airport. Oh, God. St. Augustine Tower, Comanche 7420 Papa is 10 to the west-northwest, inbound with information, whiskey.
7420 Pop, St. Augustine Tower, report at midfield left downwind runway 31.
Report midfield left downwind 31, 7420 Papa.
7420 Pop, runway 31's clear to land, the wind's 29012, gust 25, I'll have probably a couple of departures prior to you.
All right, 3-1, clear to land, Comanche 7420 Papa.
20 Pop, just watch for traffic, 1200 climbing, just ahead to your left there, about a mile.
All right, negative contact. I got him, 7420 Papa.
Roger. And 46390 traffic, just off your right side above you at 2000's a Comanche has in sight.
All right, we're looking for him.
St. Augustine Tower, Cherokee 1528 X-ray, holding short 31, ready for takeoff.
1528 X-ray, St. Augustine Tower, hold short runway 31, landing traffic.
Hold short 31, good X-ray.
All right, so I'm back in a car with Spencer. It's been a few years.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Welcome back to St. Augustine.
I flew here from Dallas to go to have lunch with Spencer, and then I'm going to get back in the plane and go home and fight a 50-knot headwind. So
I'm honored because people who live here don't even have lunch with me.
Full in, it was about, I think, 6 hours to get here with a fuel stop. And I'm showing 7.5 if I just go direct, and I need to get fuel on the way out of here. So this is what time building's all about, just looking for excuses to throw money into the plane and fly to Florida and back in a day.
And see if the Porta-John actually is usable in the airplane.
I've never had to do that before. That was pretty awful.
Is there a video of that too?
There's not a video of that. All right, so I just flew from Texas all the way to Florida to see Spencer, and where do we go for lunch? Mexican food.
What else would we eat?
So we are now both elderly people who are unemployed and looking to go to the airlines as old men before we die. Is that where we're at?
I think that's about right.
Okay, so Spencer, you have a conditional job offer
From an unnamed airline.
I
do.
And I'm just going to watch him do that and then kind of do what he does a few months behind him. So you just tell me the answers to the questions?
Right. I'll be at the tip of the spear, and I'll give Brian all the answers so he can pass all the tests.
Yeah.
And then if I make it through and they let me actually sit in the front of the airplane and fly people around, then we'll say who it is. Which I'm sure everyone will avoid that airline.
Like I still I know I'm going to go down this path, but I still don't believe, And like when you said you had the CJO, I was like, oh, this is happening.
Well, hell, if they'll give me a CJO, they'll give anyone.
Yeah.
All right, this is going to suck. The winds are terrible. It's a 45 knot headwind. It's 11 gusting 34. St. Augustine Tower, Comanche 7420 Papa is holding short, runway 31.
Over 7420 Papa, St. Augustine Tower, wind 28014 gust 27, proceed on course, runway 31, clear for takeoff.
Proceed on course, 31 clear for takeoff, 7420 Papa. Alright, these doors locked, seatbelts, everything looks good. Last check, fuel pump, mixture, prop, flaps, trim. Alright, Pilots ready. Gears coming up.
The flight home was very similar to the flight to St. Augustine, only significantly slower. I took off before the sun came up, and I landed after it set for a total of 13.9 hours, which is the most I've ever flown in a single day. Here forward, all time building trips of this magnitude will involve a hotel. Between the turbulence, the duration, and getting into night, I was getting close to testing my limits. The highlight of the flight back was probably ATC bringing me over the top of DFW Airport. That's always a treat, makes little GA pilots feel pretty cool. All right, guys, so that was Florida, 13.9 hours in one day. It was brutal, but that's the whole point of this series as I'm working my way to 1,500 hours is incredibly long flights just to do something little while I'm there. My daughter says I need to fly to Idaho and eat a potato. Again, if I were to do that again, I would definitely overnight just because it was getting kind of tired and getting dark. Not the best idea. But next on my list, I have a list of flights planned out. The next one, I am going to fly to Wisconsin because I hear they have cheese up there. And so I'm going to meet my friend Ryan Dombrowski. You may know him from Super Aero. And I don't know, maybe we'll just hang out, have some cheese, and then come home. Early in the video, I mentioned Bots Brigade 7-3 Romeo. These folks are amazing people who have opted to help support me during this series. What's interesting is they've taught me about Pilots and Paws. I know they've done a ton of these missions, and they know that I'm doing this time building. And so Derek and Kim are the couple that are running it, and they have done so many Pilots and Paws missions. Derek has helped me get some multi-hours, and he's helping me out a lot. So I want to give them a little bit of attention. They have an Instagram account, Facebook account, YouTube channel. If you want to watch these guys save animals, I forget what the count is. I'll play a clip here because I know they've said it.
Yeah, so we did 132 Pilots and Paws and what, 3 for pet rescue pilots?
3 for pet rescue.
Okay.
11 animals with pet rescue, 10 dogs, 1 pig.
What? Potbelly pig.
Potbelly pig.
You saved the pig? Yeah.
For Pilots and Paws, we've done 334, 1 baby goat, 8 rats, 119 cats, and 193 dogs.
Holy Lord. Good for you guys. Wow.
So they have saved a ton of animals. I don't know, you can periodically see my dogs walking around. I got 3. I love animals. And so I've signed up on the website. I'm going to start flying dogs around, doing some time building as well. The cool thing, and I kind of had this epiphany late along the journey, my understanding is if you're doing these Pilots and Paws, you can write it off. So if you're time building, flying's expensive. If you're time building and you can write it off, I know write-offs don't feel like money in your pocket, but I promise you on April 15th, it's money in your pocket. But being able to write off fuel or rental or whatever it is that you've got expenses associated with it as a charitable donation, talk to your tax person and see if they can do it. But it's really cool. It's for a great cause. And these 2 people who have helped me out personally have also helped me out in the fact that now I've got people calling me saying, hey, we want to get a dog from point A to point B. So it's cool that's kind of transitioned into something that I'm going to start doing. So anyway, go check those guys out. They're angels on earth. So in addition to those guys, I mean, like I said at the beginning of the video, my company went out of business and I don't have a job. I'm currently looking for one, but at the same time, it's a parallel. Try to find a job, build hours. And I hope building hours wins. I want to go to the airlines. But so right now I'm a YouTuber, and so I do want to express my appreciation for people who watch the videos, share the videos, the Patreon supporters. All that stuff helps. And right now that and my wife's incredible. She has a job and she's holding things down. So all of the people who watch, share, like, do all those silly things that YouTubers smash that like button, whatever. Right now, more than ever, it means a lot, and I can feel it. So thank you to Gold Seal for sponsoring the videos. Oh my God, how grateful am I to have you on my side. and the Patreon supporters, and then the people who can just like and share and get a little bit of attention to it. Because right now, that's more important than it's ever been. So thank everybody for supporting the channel. Next video's on the list. I know I've got Wisconsin to get some cheese. I think I'm going to go to New York. I'm told by Derek and Kim from Bots Brigade that we are going to fly to California to get a pizza. They said there's a pizza place out there that's really good. So we're going to fly from Dallas to California. That's going to be about a $2,000 pizza. So I think I'm going to go to New York. I know I'm going to go to Kentucky. So I'm coming up with ideas to just go really, really far and do the simplest stuff, just to have fun with it. But stick around for the next one. I'm doing the math and how many hours I have left to go. I think it's going to take somewhere between 8 and 10 of these kind of flights, so it's going to be a pretty long series. I'll try to keep it as entertaining as I can. I know flying cross country is boring, but thanks for sticking with me. You guys fly smart, and I'll catch you in the next one. Click this link to see the most recent video upload. Click this link to see a video that YouTube thinks you might like. Click this link to subscribe to my channel.